Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, today we're going to take grammar, and of course, the students, mashallah, tabarak ar-Rahman, were able to do this exercise. Now, let's do it together. Inshallah, we're going to be able to do it. For the ones who did not do it, we're supposed to underline the direct or indirect subject, okay? So, she told me a secret. This me is going to be an indirect object, and secret is going to be my direct object. He wrote the poem for his wife. The poem is going to be direct object. His wife is going to be indirect object. Josh cooked us dinner. Us is going to be indirect object. Dinner is going to be my direct object. I sent a producer a letter. A letter is going to be a direct object. A producer is going to be indirect object. Will you make me some coffee? Me is going to be indirect object, and coffee is going to be my direct object. They will give the prize to the best athlete. The prize is going to be direct object. The best athlete is going to be indirect object. Tom played the show for them. The show is going to be direct object. Them is going to be indirect object. Marissa bought me a present. Me is going to be indirect object. The present is going to be my direct object. The judges give the winner is going to be indirect object. Will 100,000 is going to be my direct object. Would you show me the email? Me is going to be indirect object. The email is going to be my direct object. So by this we have revised the grammar. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Today is going to be Monday, the 5th of Rabi' Awwal bi'idhnillah. If I'm going to ask you what can you see in the picture, mashallah, I had lots of answers from girls. They said sunset, sunrise. Some of them said sea or a beach. Okay, and I was focusing on the sun. Okay, and after that, I asked them to put the sun in a sentence. And they gave me beautiful answers. Okay, so my sentence given, the sun is big, and I asked them how many suns do we have, and they answered we only have one sun. So because of that, we're going to use idha. Then I asked my beautiful girls, what is the called in English? And the answer is going to be, it is called an article. So that is going to be called an article. I asked them if they have or revise any ayah from the Quran talking about the Shams, and they were able to give me Surah al-Shams. Alhamdulillah. Right. Our objectives, of course, for today were two. This one we took yesterday, and we mentioned that. And I asked them again, what are the articles? And they were able to give me articles R3A and that. And today for our lesson, we're going to learn to use the adjective clauses and relative pronouns. And I asked my lovely students, what's an adjective clauses and what is relative pronoun? And they couldn't. And I told them, Ya banati, you know it, but you don't know what's called. Okay, simple as that. This is going to be a clip, okay, from their book on page 64. Now let's start with the article, Yemis. Okay, let's start with the article. Yalla, bismillah. An article, Yemis, as you can see, we have a, okay, and we have an. Okay, so the articles are, until now, we have a and an. Okay, so for example, I gave you examples: a TV show, a chef, a teacher, an apple. These only examples. All of them, as you can see, they are what? Singular. Okay, so we use الارticle A and only before singular, يعني بس قبل المفرد. So if I'm going to say TV shows, I'm not allowed to use it. If I'm going to say chefs, I'm not allowed to use it. If I'm going to say teachers, I'm not allowed to use it. If I'm going to say apples, I'm not allowed to use it. Okay, so if I am talking about plural, okay, I'm not allowed to use articles a or an. Okay, but if I am talking about a singular, it's okay to use it. So we can say here, this is number one, and we're done with. Okay, but when do we use يا جميلاتي الآن? When do we use it? I always tell my students we use the article an if we have vowels. حروف العلة بالإنجليش. حروف العلة باللغة العربية الواو والألف والياء. صح؟ طيب in English we have five. We have an O, we have an E, we have an A, we have an I, and we have an U. So this is I call my happy face. Okay? So to add to it, I'm going to add a neck and a hand. So what is this letter? Excellent, it's the letter H. So any word that starts with my happy face, I'm going to use an. Now pay attention, like what, ya Jamilati? I'm going to give you lots of examples. So I'm going to say, for example, I'm going to say an apple, an orange, an umbrella, okay, an egg, an ice cream. So pay attention يا جميلاتي. What did I use? الآن, what comes after it is from my happy face. So that's why I'm going to use الآن. طيب you're going to ask me, Miss, what about the H? I'm going to tell you, إنه في English we have few words that I am going to use with it an, like the word honor, لي الشرف, الشرف بمعنى الشرف. Okay, honor. I have the word hour بمعنى ساعة. I have the word honest بمعنى صادق. So why I'm going to use before it an? Why? لأن sound H here is silent. And I'm going to start pronouncing from the O sound. So I say honor, I say hour, I say honest. So the sound is an O sound. That's why I have to use an, not a. خلاص يا جميلاتي, simple as that. Okay, so this is my happy face and his neck and his hand, and I'm going to use with it what? Three words. Okay, of course I think there are more than that, but this is what commonly used. Okay, طيب what about A? A, any other words in the alphabetic, in the English alphabetic, I'm going to use with A with it. Any word. Okay, simple as that. So we have lots of other words. So we use an here before words with where? In my happy face. Okay, so I gave you example and English. So there's an E, an aunt, there's an A, an uncle, there's a U. That's why I used an. Simple as that. Who can come to the board? I asked my lovely student to come to the board and finish or complete my happy face. Okay, so they were able to come on the board and give me the vowels. Of course, this is the O. Okay, of course, don't forget I added the H. Okay, why? Because we have three words. What are they? Hour, ساعة عندك الصفة honest. Okay, بمعنى صادق. Okay, and we have honor بمعنى لي الشرف أو الشرف بمعنى الشرف. These three H's الساوند حقها O. That's why I'm going to use an before it. Simple as that. Okay. طيب. Now let's jump to the article the. So now you are introduced to three articles. What are they? ممتازين. A, an, and we have the. Good job. So pay attention to the first point here. The student, the students. What's the difference? ممتازين. This one is singular. And this one is what? Plural. Amazing job. So the, أنا أسميها حبيبة الشعب. It can come with both singular and comes with plural. Okay? So let's see, when do we use it that? When do we use it? This is case number one, condition number one. We use it, yeah, miss, if, For example, I'm going to read the sentence first. He is an English teacher. The English teacher is very friendly. Now pay attention. This is two sentences, but we're talking about the same person, اللي هو English teacher. The first time I presented him to you, I introduced the English teacher for you. I used the a or an. In this case, I'm going to use it an because of the e. The next time I'm going to talk about him, خلاص يصبح بالنسبة لي معرف. So I am going to use that. Simple as that. Okay? طيب, case number 2. So this is the same case. This is an example for the same case. Okay? So we use it for object or people that have been introduced before and now we know them. Simple as that. Now, case number 2. Case number 2. Pay attention to the sentence saying teachers work at school. I just told you, ya Jamilati, that I can use what? I can use the with the singular and with the what? With the plural. But here I didn't say the teachers. Why, ya miss? Simple. Simply because what, ya حلوين? Because teachers work in school. It's a general thing. Everybody know that teachers work at school, doctors work at hospitals, students go to school. So this is a general idea. So every time we are talking about something in general, everybody know about it, we don't use that. So this is case number 2. Case number 3. If I am talking about something is one of a kind, يعني unique, I only have one of it. So for example, the earth, I only have one earth. The moon, I only have one moon. The sun, I have one sun. So I have to use that. So pay attention and I want you to look around your classroom. How many boards do you have? Sabura, how many boards? If it's one, you're going to say the board. How many doors? If it's one, you're going to say the door. If you have one window, you're going to say the window. And of course, don't forget your lovely teacher. So it's going to be only one teacher. So we're going to say the teacher. So this is case number 3. Now let's jump to case number 4, which is full of lots of things. Pay attention to the examples given. The Red Sea, the Nile River, the Arabian Desert, the United Arab Emirates, the Pacific Ocean, the Eiffel Tower, and the Alps. All of these, miss, are examples that we have to use that with. So all oceans, seas, rivers, mountain ranges, يعني لازم تكون سلسلة جبال. You have to use that. عندك الديزرت group of states, يعني United States of America. You have to say the United States of America لأنها مجموعة ولايات. And المونuments اللي هي الآثار. Okay, أي معالم آثار we have to use that with. Okay, طيب. Now let's jump to condition number 5. We're not going to use that. So for example, I gave you an example saying Khalid is my brother. He is in London on business. This first case, I said my brother. So I'm not going to use that. Why? Because there it is possessive adjective. This is possessive adjective like my brother, my bag, her sister, his uncle, I don't have an example for it. It's okay. Your phone, their home, our luggage. So these are possessive adjectives. If you know anyone, if you in a sentence you have any one of them, we do not use that. We don't use it. Months, July, June, all kind of months. Let's complete the sentences, okay? So for example, here I have London. So with all cities, with a city, we do not use that. I went to Europe, الcontinent, مثل القارات, Europe, Asia, Africa. We don't use with it what that. عندك Mount Olympus. Okay, in the Greece. Mount Olympus جبل واحد. One. So if it's going to be one, like Everest, احنا ما نقول the Everest, نقول Everest لأنها قمة واحدة. So we say Everest. Okay. I was born in April. خلاص, in April, it's a month. So all the names of the months we do not use that with. I like playing football. Any kind of sport we don't use that with also. Simple as that. Okay, now let's move on, and there's more to add to the list. Okay, now pay attention. I have also days of the week. I have يعني كل أيام الأسبوع. We say Sunday. We say Monday. Sorry, capitalize طبعا. We say Monday. طيب, we have meals. الميل as a word اللي بمعنى وجبة. I can say the meal. I can say. But if I'm talking about details, breakfast, الفطور, lunch, الغداء, dinner, العشاء, of course, I am not going to use that. I am having breakfast, I am having lunch, I am having dinner. Okay, got it? طيب, games, Fortnite, PUBG, Call of Duty, whatever the name of the game is, we don't use that with. Sports like tennis, basketball, volleyball, okay, all kind of sports, we don't use that. Okay, now we're going to come to words that we do not use that with, like home, school, work, business, vacation. حتى عندك bed, we go to bed, we don't say the bed. يعني السرير, we don't use that. So this is we're going to add it to the list also. So these are the important things that we do not use that with. Now let's move on, and I want you to choose the correct answer and tell me why you chose this answer. There isn't a ولا the rug in my room. Amazing job. It's going to be a. Why? Because of a rug, the letter R. There is a and the armchair in front of. So it's going to be an. Excellent. Why? Because of an armchair. A. Of. Because of the window, we only have one window in the room, so the answer is going to be that. طيب, A and the fridge is next to A and the cooker. I only have one fridge. ثلاجة واحدة. So that. أنا عندي فرن واحد. Cooker. So it's going to be that. There is A and the poster in my room. بعدين A and the poster is on A and the green wall. So it's going to be a poster. لأني this is the first time I mention it. المرة الأولى أذكره. رجعت ذكرته مرة ثانية على طول, the answer is going to be that. I'm going to say the green wall because it's a specific. أنا حددت which one. So للتحديد والتخصيص we have to use that. Now this exercise, you have it in your book, and of course we answered and we added to your list يا جميلاتي إنه the words festival وعندك the word event. Okay, we have to add that too. And this was an information given in class. Also, we did a worksheet live, okay, online, and mashallah, the students were able to mashallah, to answer it. And every time they answer or chose an answer, they were asked why you chose. They had to know why, okay? And this exercise is here. And of course, I also gave them the link so they can practice, okay? This is the end of our lesson, okay? And I ended with saying there is no glory in practice, but without practice, there is no glory. Also, it is unknown quote, but it is the best way to say that success needs hard work. Thank you, Jamilati, and you did amazing job, and see you tomorrow.